I just got my green card approved, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to buy a gun. Because I'm American now. I got told it was going to take 24 months to get approved. It got approved in 6 weeks. Just goes to show that miracles do happen when you're white.
I'm Cameron Bird. I'm from Brisbane, Australia, and I'm a comedian here in New York City. I first did comedy because I made a drunken decision one night. Literally, the night before I had that show, I was crying. I was not excited for it. There's a lot of fear that comes in doing something like that for the first time.
My first time doing comedy, I left high school. We didn't have track practice one day. It got canceled, and I told a friend to drop me off at the train. And I went to the city myself, didn't tell my parents, didn't tell anybody. I went all the way to Brooklyn for a Pete's Candy Store open mic. It was on Facebook Live too, but somewhere buried deep, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna find it, but.
I got into comedy because I thought I was gonna be a movie star, and I did a movie called Detroit Rock City, and then I didn't become a movie star after that movie, so I started doing stand-up because it seemed like it was something that I could do on my own and have more control over it. The first time I did it, it went very well, and I got hooked, and now I've been doing it for 23 years. It was really fun. The early days were really fun. And now all that's fun is the on-stage stuff, and then like creating stuff, but the rest of it's not as much fun. I do about 20 shows a week, and I hold the world record. I did 25 shows in one night. It's a special called 25 Sets on Amazon.
Because I feel, when I started, I didn't want to do open mics, because I feel open mics, the audience is other comics, so they're only going to laugh at evil jokes, and you'll never get anywhere with writing unless you perform for regular people, not other comics.
There is so much opportunity here. So the town that I'm from, Brisbane, you would struggle to get on more than one open mic a week. There's just not very much opportunity. There's one main comedy club, 2 small comedy clubs, and that's it. In 2 weeks being in New York City, I had more stage time than I ever did in a year and a half of doing it in Brisbane. In New York, there is endless opportunity.
I got a manager by accident. Like, it wasn't fully like, because like I hit this certain level of laughs per minute. No, it was just like I was in the right place at the right time when he was there and saw me do well.
When I get up there, every opportunity to get up on stage is an opportunity to practice and to get better. Whether there's 2 people in the audience or 50 people in the audience or 100 people in the audience, it's an opportunity to, practice, improve, and, showcase yourself.
Just to be able to be paid enough money to be able to do it full time, to be able to support my wife and one day children. That's what I want to get. I want to have a good career and be wealthy from it one day. And just to be able to do it till the day that I die.
Comedians, they start comedy and they are very delusional.
Okay, so we're all delusional in some sense. So when I came here, I thought, I'm Australian, I'm funny, people are gonna love me, I'm gonna get all these opportunities. And when I got here for the first 3 months, I just bombed. I bombed and I bombed and I bombed. And it was just reality times a million. It was like the biggest wake-up call. No one is good at anything without putting the work in.
In your mind, you think like, I'm just gonna go up there, I'm gonna immediately start murdering with these jokes that I wrote. They're gonna kill. But in reality, you go there and it's a room with maybe 4, 5, 6 comedians, and you're bombing because you're not connecting to people that aren't listening to you. That's the thing though, like to get good at comedy, you have to bomb a lot initially. Then you do that enough and you get better with your timing and your pacing and you actually become like semi-funny.
One thing that is a common trait amongst most comedians is we're all very self-deprecating. We've got very negative voices. I'm no different. I've got a negative voice inside my head that tells me all the time, I suck, I'm a piece of shit, I can't do this. Yeah, I've had plenty of moments, plenty of bombs where I've gone, dude, what are you doing?
I was broke for first 6 years, really broke. And then I did a movie that gave me some money, but it was great. I would drink a lot.
I do know being a comic in my 20s was attractive. Being a comic in my 50s, not so hot.
when I would miss the train by a minute, the 9:52 train would be there, and I'd get there at 9:53, I would hate myself waiting until 11:30, thinking, why did I do comedy? Why did I choose this?
Just do it, man. Jump on an open mic, do it, and don't be scared. Don't let fear get in your way of being a curious person. You should try everything in life.
Yeah, 100%. You just have to get on stage and say dumb shit to a lot of people a lot of times. You have to make yourself look like a fool, and then eventually you won't be so foolish.
Don't do it. Go on Instagram, pull your tits out, get a lot of followers, and then just go to comedy clubs and people will pay to see you. Just be an influencer. That's all you got to do. There's barely any real comedians left anymore.
During the pandemic, everybody watched podcasts and TikTok. So now the clubs want podcast celebrities and TikTok celebrities. TikTok celebrities are guys who create skits in their living room. This doesn't really translate to an audience. Some of them are good, and they'll learn as time goes on, but it's changed drastically.
In the past 4 or 5 years, it's just, there's been a paradigm shift.
Like 1994 or something, I was starting in Dave Chappelle and Dave Attell and Louis C.K., and I went up to them and I said, what's your best advice? Write a strong 15 minutes that works everywhere, that works when you're high on cocaine for 2 days, when you haven't slept, when your dog died, when you got dumped. If the 15 minutes still works everywhere, start selling that to clubs. That was the best advice I ever heard.
You gotta try. The only way you find out what the limits are is you let Brian Holtzman on stage.
Ooh.
You find out what the limits are. We got Brian Holtzman on our stage all the fucking time.
Are these wires hooked up properly? Yeah. I don't want to go through this and find out the sound is not working or the mic's not.
We got it.
We don't. All right.
Yep.
Because that happens a lot, right?
Yeah.
You do the whole thing and then, oh, the sound wasn't right.
No, don't worry, we got it right for you.
Okay, so barking, for anyone who doesn't know, is what a lot of amateur comics have to do to get spots on shows. If you're a comic and you're coming up, you got to pay your dues like anything. It's like I did an apprenticeship as an electrician. I was a shit kicker. I carted tools around for 6 months. You know, I would have to unpack the van, repack the van, load all the gear up. You have to do shit jobs in life in order to get ahead. You have to just let go of your ego sometimes and go, fuck it, whatever it takes. Barking is kind of one of those things. It's not the best job, it's not the glamorous job. You're basically a glorified salesman trying to get 5 minutes on stage or 10 minutes on stage, but it gets you on stage. Clubs need to have a minimum number of people for a show. Some clubs, it might be 10 people that they need. So the downside to barking is there's no guarantee you're going to get a show, because these clubs need to have a minimum requirement of people. They need to have a minimum butts and seats for there to be a show. But it's all worth the risk, because if you get a show, it's fucking awesome, and you know, it's just one of those things. I don't know if it's because I'm a bit older. I realize that you have to make your own opportunity in life. I don't think I'm too good for anything. Like, if I have to get on my knees and sell tickets and beg people to come to a show, I'll do it. I don't care. Like, whatever it takes. I don't think I'm too good. And if you think you are too good to do something, then maybe you shouldn't do it. I don't know.
My name is Brian Holtzman, and I am, some people say, a stand-up comedian. Just do it, and don't, you know, if you want to do it, and get it over with. See how you like it. If an important agent or manager from Hollywood gives you their business card, I would recommend not ripping it up and throwing it on the floor. Otherwise, no.
It sounds like you have personal experience with that. Have you done that before?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you. Mitzi was the owner of the Comedy Store in Hollywood, so she's the one who ruined my whole life. All she had to say is, you know, we can't use you, you know, you're not funny. And I would have went on with my life, a normal life. Maybe even have some children, maybe a wife, maybe divorced a couple of times. But no, didn't go out like that. So now I've got this albatross around my neck. And I have to do interviews with 3 clowns from a shitty college.
You could have had a wife.
Yeah, people say, why do you do comedy? And my answer is because they let me. They let me. They don't let everyone. She gave me spots. They gave me spots. They hired me. And I guess that's where the rest is in the balance.
I did. So I got the residency at Broadway Comedy Club. They do a show, it's called the Industry Show. They do it most Saturdays. And it's a 5-person bringer, which means you have to bring 5 guests. I did it once the first time, and then they gave me a bunch of spots. And then I did it a second time, and he has now given me a residency. So it's great. But I'm like well prepared for this to be a long journey. If this takes 10 years, it takes 10 years. Hopefully it doesn't, but I'm locked in now. Like I know that this is what I want to do, so whatever it takes. And I'm just gonna keep doing me. I'm just gonna keep having fun. I feel so grateful and so lucky. Like I met my wife, I got married in November, and I love her. She's like all in on this dream. She helps me so much. I love what I'm doing. For the first time in my life, I know exactly where I belong. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I believe in myself and I believe in this dream, and I'm so happy. I've never been happier in my life. Never, ever, ever have I been happier in my life. Like, this is it. Like, I'm good. This is me.
Hey, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.
What are you taking? You know, you people need to really think about your lives yourself. Maybe you should interview yourselves and pull your collective heads out of your ass. And I think this is over. I think this fucking thing is over right now.
What influenced your choice of coat when you woke up this morning and put that on?
Dead rabbits. I love dead rabbits. They're so warm, and it's like everyone thinks they're cute and furry. You ever had a rabbit in your yard just eating your wife's garden, and your wife's yelling at you? What are we gonna do about this rabbit? I'll fucking show you! And then the town comes and they're like, you know you're not allowed to use firearms in the town. And I was like, it's a fucking rabbit. You're gonna deal with it? Welcome to Jersey. That's what you gotta say is welcome to Jersey. Do you like the coat? What's your stance on fur?